From Independence, Kentucky, it's Sports Without Boundaries with Eric Deters and his sidekick Nick Batista.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American Cheer and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries on Sunday evening. I got my producer, Josh Wentz. Feel free to chime in, Josh, whenever you want to. Why? Because let me tell you, my co-host, Nick Batista, flew off to Aruba yesterday. What the hell's with that? Is he trying to solve the crime of the century down there? I don't know. And in Cunningham, he can't be here to back up Batista like he backed up me because his wife's having a baby. Two lousy excuses to not be here tonight. Awful. Baby and Aruba. Don't you agree, Josh Wentz? Even Willow showed up. Yep. She's taking a nap. All right, the Reds are just sucking. They take 3 games from Anaheim, and then they lose 3 or 4 of the Diamondbacks. The Brewers and the Cubs both won. So the Reds are now 6 out. They're behind the Cubs 3 games. It's not looking good. And by the way, I watch these games, and I can't believe they don't talk about it. What do they not talk about? Jonathan Indy and Jake Freely. That's when it went south. They added McClain and Cruz, but they lost Indy and Fraley. It's not a coincidence. Anyway, Elly de la Cruz had an historic feat. And what was that? Unbelievable. He circled the bases. But then he had more feats, okay? First player to hit 10 home runs and 20 stolen bases. He even beat Barry Bonds. I mean, the guy just keeps setting records. The Reds released Luke Weaver. This guy was an interesting guy. Why? Every time he pitched, he sucked, and the Reds would win. But they cut him. The Mariners picked him up. I hope he turns it around. The Reds were the first team in like 150 freaking years to start 5 rookies this week, 1 through 5, in the starting lineup. Pretty wild.
And the pitcher was a rookie.
Abbott. Now, I want to just share this with you about the Reds. This is the way I look at it, Josh Wentz. Mm-hmm. I thought the Reds were going to finish in last place and lose 100 games. Yeah. So the fact that they're doing this good, I'm not overreacting. I want the front office to keep this team together, get the pitching they need next year, and look the hell out next year. Mm-hmm. And I know next year is what we always do in sports, but this really is a next year. I think they could have something really special with all these guys. Meanwhile, Nick Martini comes in, designated hitter. What does he do? He hits 2 home runs and a losing effort. So you got to like that move. Reds left-handed pitcher Nick Lodolo suffered a setback injury. And not to mention that, guess who's back and really sucks? Hunter Green, who my cousin Josh calls Homer Green, Josh Wentz.
That's accurate.
Hunter Green just sucks. He was supposed to come back and save the day. It's why they didn't get any extra pitching. Oh, my God. Well, the Bengals lost to the Commanders. When are they going to change their name back to the Redskins? 21-19. Browning played well. No super major injuries. Let's get on with the opener against the Browns. Joe Burrow is engaged. Is he or is he not? He ain't talking. Can you imagine how this young lady right here, looks like a nice young lady, feels about that hot model that's chasing Joe Burrow? Unbelievable. You know, she left Tom Brady to chase Joe. Yeah. I think Joe's in love. He knows what matters. All right, enter Miami. Messi, I went to this game. Josh Wentz, you can't make this up. FC Cincinnati was up 2-1. There's like 10 minutes left. Yeah. It's going to be a hell of a get out. So I said, let's leave. My wife goes, let's leave. We leave. As we're walking down the steps, I says, they're going to play defensively. There's no way they tie this game up. With 1 minute, they tied the damn game up. Then they took the lead. Yeah. And then it went in overtime, and we lose. Oh, my God. On penalty kicks. I don't understand penalty kicks, folks. Weird. I don't know why they don't play soccer till they're all dead. Messi's Navy SEAL bodyguard. How about this? Messi has this Navy SEAL bodyguard with him at all times, including, by the way, Josh, don't you agree? I understand why he has him during the games. Some crazy fan comes out. So he follows Messi up and down the sidelines, and he looks like a bad mama jamma. I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with that. Rubiales is sorry for kissing the girl after the World Cup, but is he really? Here's the big question. Was there tongue or not tongue? I don't know. Dak Prescott's girlfriend. You know what? LSU's getting all the pizzazz. We have Olivia Dunn from LSU. We've got Cruz, the center fielder that got drafted. We got Dunn's boyfriend, Skeens from Pittsburgh. And now we got Dak's girlfriend from LSU. Dak, isn't there any hot chicks at Mississippi State? Wow. Good choice there, Dak. Meanwhile, this is funny. Dak Prescott, Zack Martin, and C.D. Lamb say the Cowboys' defense is annoying in practice because they're so damn good. You know what? Iron sharpens iron. We'll see what happens. Cowboys, and you believe this, traded for Trey Lance. You know what? Smart move. They only gave up a 4th-round draft pick. Trey Lance is a physical specimen who's got hurt, hasn't played a bunch of football.
For about 49ers.
Yeah, 49ers. The Cowboys are perfect for that. Let him sit on the bench, get healthy, back up, everything else, and you might have the next quarterback when old Dak goes down. I think it's a great move. All right, this is funny. Sam Williams gets arrested. And he gets arrested for drug paraphernalia. Jerry Jones goes, well, he's growing up. You got to love Jerry Jones. Oh, my goodness. Clowney signed with the Ravens, the former Brown. What do you think about that, Nick Batista? I guess you can't tell us because you're in Aruba. Cowboys Ring of Honor. They're going to have DeMarcus Ware and not Jimmy Johnson. Come on, Jerry. Mike Tomlin had the quote of the year. When asked why he was playing his starters in the Pittsburgh's final preseason game, he says, doesn't a boxer need a sparring partner? You're damn right they do. I like the Steelers. Moxie. I like their moxie. I don't like the Steelers. Pro Football Hall of Fame senior finalists. You got Michaels. He's got ALS. There was 2 others. I forget who they were. But guess who wasn't on there? Kenny Anderson. Yeah. It's a travesty. It's a travesty. I say we do a class action lawsuit against the Hall of Fame committee. The Haskins Estate. Remember this? This is the quarterback from Ohio State. Got drafted, was walking down the street and got hit by a car. I mean, wild. He goes from college superstar to the NFL to hit by a car and dies. The estate is settled with the vehicle that hit him. Antonio Brown, there's an arrest warrant out for his not paying child support. You talk about a guy who crashed and burned. This guy's like Ocho Cinco. Yeah. He was headed to the Hall of Fame and then end of the career. NFL free agent Robert Quinn, who's also a former Cowboy, was arrested and charged with a host of crimes. We'll see what happens. Michael Irvin's new gig. He's going to be one of the rotating guys talking to, I lost my mind. I can't believe, pardon the interruption. Skip Bayless. Thank you, Josh. Skip Bayless. Good for him. Screw ESPN. Screw NFL Network. ESPN College Game Day. They fired another vice president. They got like a whole new lineup. Pollock is gone too. Little League World Series today. California, USA, beat Caracas for the championship. Texas and Taiwan were 3rd and 4th. What else do we have here? Brian Cashman says the Yankee season's a disaster. No crap. They finished last. It all goes back to when Judge goes down with a toe. A toe cost him the season. Steven Strasburg retiring. Guess what, Josh? He wins a World Series. He's always had injury trouble, but he comes back. He wins a World Series. He signs a whopper of a contract. He's pitched very few innings.
And now he's gone.
Now he's gone. And they still got to. They will be paying him, I think, through 2027. But at least they won 1 World Series with him. Right. By the way, I feel bad for him. It's not like he wants it. Right. That's what happens with some hard throwers. Kerr, Team USA's winning their games. Why? Anthony Edwards and Reeves, the LA Lakers. They're over there in the Philippines kicking ass. Let's hope that continues. Michael Jordan, once lost $500,000 in blackjack, kept playing, and won $1.3 million blackjack. Josh, can you imagine having $1 million to F around with playing blackjack?
Must be nice.
Must be nice. Highland grad Drew Rom made his major league debut at the St. Louis Cardinals. I forgot how he did. Roger Staubach threw out the first football at Purcell Marions. My bad. Let's go back. Covington Catholic beat Highlands in high school football last week. Woo! That was a big, big game. Roger Staubach threw out the first pass at Purcell Marion's new facility. He, of course, is an alumni from there. A Scott High School player has been released from the hospital. He went to the hospital on a kickoff, wasn't moving. He's got a fractured first vertebrae, no spinal injury, thank God. They say Bronny James cardiac arrest, they say, is not COVID. They said, well, they don't say where they got the shot, but he's saying it's a congenital heart defect that's treatable. We'll see. A forced shot at an Oklahoma. Can you imagine going to a high school football game and somebody starts freaking shooting? Holy cow. 4 people got shot. That's why I always pack. Wherever I am, I'll shoot back. Although, Josh, I'm going to tell you, I'm a little worried about this. You know, if you're out someplace and the shooting starts, you pull your gun out to shoot, you got to be careful because somebody thinks you're the shooter.
Right. Yep.
So you got to be selective. Michigan is going to suspend Harbaugh 3 games.
Good.
Since the NCAA didn't. You a Buckeye fan?
Yeah.
I wonder why you said good. Nick Batiste will be happy too.
Yeah.
Sam Hartman kicked ass at Notre Dame, set a record 5 touchdown passes. Notre Dame in their first game kicked Navy's ass. Deion Walker, UK football player. This is funny. You know why he got kicked out of practice?
Too good.
He was doing too good. And Coach Stoops says, get the hell out of here so our offense can run some plays.
Yeah.
That's a first. Djokovic beat Alcatraz. This happened right after we did our show last week. Djokovic beat Alcatraz, or Alcaraz, not Alcatraz. Alcaraz from Spain in the Cincinnati Open tennis. Pickleball is catching the world by storm, but guess what, Josh? Nobody wants to watch it on TV.
I'll play him without the big board.
I don't want to watch pickleball on TV. All right, remember, we're Sports Without Boundaries, and since Bob Barker appeared in Adam Sandler's movie where they boxed and fought on the golf course, we're going to, Happy Gilmore, rest in peace, Bob Barker. Hugh Hefner, you know, his image is crashed and burned. The latest, his last wife, Crystal, is releasing a book and telling all on him, including that Viagra has messed up his hearing. And get this, Josh, she had to be home every night at 6 o'clock to eat chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup for dinner every single night. Then there was an orgy. All right. This is interesting for all you lady sports fans out there. New report says women are more likely to engage in infidelity than men. Just to let you know, ladies know, I don't believe that for a freaking minute. Sean O'Malley says he's allowed to cheat on his wife, the Mr. UFC champion, because he pays for everything. Is that the understanding you have in your home? By the way, this is funny. When he won this fight, Dana White says, you have no idea how much money you're going to make now. And O'Malley says, yes, I do. Wow. All right, here's another funny thing. I can't believe it. This is the new thing. They call it master dating. I'm like, what the hell's master dating mean? Sounds, you know, they said it's dating yourself.
Oh, God.
And you go places yourself. And you're at home. And I guess
It's called being lonely.
It's called being freaking lonely. Find a damn woman. Folks, I don't care what anybody says. Every man and every woman, unless you're lesbo or gay, is happier with a man or a woman. The other gender. All right. Or friends. Come on, man. Who wants to be alone?
Right.
Italians want Kanye's wife arrested for indecency. Now, I got to admit, I don't want her arrested, but holy cow, look what she walks around in. I mean, she walks around with them cannons out everywhere.
Yeah, but Italy's pretty.
Yeah, isn't Italy supposed to be progressive and cool?
Yeah.
Like, don't they go topless in Sweden?
Yeah.
Maybe she needs to go to Sweden.
I think they just don't like Kanye.
And then last but not least, for your manly men, Retribution, the latest Liam Neeson. We know. I wonder if he's got the same line. He's got that set of skills. Yeah. Another movie out by Liam Neeson. And guess what? The plot might be the same. Liam Neeson might say all the same things. But aren't we going to freaking love it? We're going to freaking love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Americans here in Bulldog Nation, that's our show for this week. Maybe Cunningham or Batista will be back from Aruba and having babies next week, and we could have a partner. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. You have a great day.